This video will cover all of the new updates to our Manage Field Locations page. The first change you may notice is in the position of our buttons and the addition of a few new ones. Starting from the left side, our first new button will be the Select by Map button. This button will map all of the locations on your current page and allow you to select specific locations by clicking on their fields on our map. You can also isolate what locations are shown by searching for specific customers, crops, or even location names. For example, let's say we have a handful of locations that all start with the words Joe's Field and they all need to be edited. Let's type in Joe's Field and hit enter. This will limit the display locations to locations that have Joe's Field in their name. Now we would click on Select by Map. This will load a map that has all of our searched locations showing. If you would prefer to view this as a full map without the list, you can click on the Full Map button in the bottom left-hand corner. You can select specific locations by clicking on their shapes on the map. Remember, if you have a bunch of locations all grouped together, you can hold the Shift key, then left-click and drag across the map to create a small box over your locations. When you release the left key of your mouse, the map will then zoom in to where the square is drawn on the map. Now you can select the locations, and as you select your locations, you'll see them highlighted in the list to the right. Once finished, click back to list, and you'll see that your locations are still selected. Our next two buttons are labeled Map Selected Locations and Map Selected List. Map Selected Locations works the same as before. It pulls all of your selected locations into a single map. Map Selected List pulls this into a half map with a list of your locations shown on the side. The next pair of buttons are Edit and Quick Edit. Edit allows you to open and edit all locations you have selected. Quick Edit will allow you to quickly edit individual parts of all locations selected. Keep in mind, any changes done in Quick Edit will affect every location you have selected, so make sure you don't accidentally edit a location that doesn't need the changes. Quick Edit allows you to change the location name, crops, airstrip, customer, permittee, and the location status. This is also useful if you need to make all of the locations of a specific customer inactive. The Upload Maps and Upload Maps group buttons still work the same. You can upload several individual locations with Upload Map, or you can upload a single location with multiple fields using Upload Maps group. The edit screen for locations has changed quite a bit, so let's click on Edit and take a closer look. You'll see that our map appears on the left and the location information appears on the right, including the customer for the location. You'll see the current field location's name along the top and a new Edit button above the map. If you need to make any changes to the shape of this field, you'll click Edit Map, which will open up the edit tools for your map. You can redraw, move, or even recreate your shape using the mapping tools. Once you have finished any changes, you can click on Save Map Changes button above the map. Since we didn't make any changes, we'll go ahead and click Undo Changes. Once you are finished editing your map and any of the information for that location, you'll find the Save Location Changes button at the bottom. Since we didn't make any changes, we'll go ahead and click Cancel without saving. That's how you go through and edit individual locations, but remember you can also edit multiple locations by selecting them and clicking the blue Edit button on the row of buttons above the locations. This will open all of the locations selected into one page, allowing you to edit them as you need to. Another useful addition to the search functionality is the ability to enter multiple customers to select from. For example, let's select John Wilson and Kenny Wilson. When we search, the results will include locations for each customer and also locations shared by both customers. Our Add Location and Add Single Location buttons work the same as the original. You will use Add Locations to draw multiple single field locations, whereas Add Single Location will be used to draw a single location that will contain multiple fields. The layout for adding a location does have a new appearance, so let's go ahead and take a closer look. Here we see our map and the mapping tools, which have been moved around a bit, but their functions remain similar. If you want a more in-depth walkthrough for the mapping tools, you can find the link for our new release mapping tools video in the description below. On the right, you'll notice some new features. These optional location values are used to quickly enter details about all the locations you are creating. Anything entered into these boxes are optional and will apply to every location you draw on the map. Thank you for listening to our video about the new changes in our recent release to Chem-Man for the Manage Locations page. If you run into any questions, feel free to give us a call at 870-238-9222. Thank you.